uh, I said to myself I was gonna stop. That it was over. I said what I had to say about this topic, but this shit is just getting utterly fucking ridiculous. Utterly fucking ridiculous. Listen, again, let's look at this objectively. Alexander Povetkin and Deontay Wilder signed the same contract and agreed to the terms of the same contract, which included VADA testing. And the WBC, as was already mentioned a million times, had announced back in August of 2015 that VADA testing was going to be mandated in their title fights. So, this was also a WBC rule. So, everybody involved in this fight knew the terms of the contract and knew the rules of the sanctioning body before they even agreed to this fight. So, it was the WBC's decision to respect VADA's findings and cancel this fight for the time being. How would the WBC look if they said, okay, we're going to allow this fight to go on? So we just brought VADA aboard for no reason. So they're just there for window dressing. So we're going to have VADA testing, but then when someone, tests positive for a banned substance, then we're just going to supersede VADA's decision because we feel like it or because the fight is too big to not go on. How ridiculous would the WBC look if they were to do that? They're already being criticized enough for the things that they do. So why would they further add to that criticism? They would look so weak if they allowed this fight to go on. They would look like the biggest hypocrites of all time if they were allowed this fight to go on. So for anyone to sit there and blame Deontay Wilder and his team for this fight not happening, calling Deontay Wilder a coward for following the rules of the WBC and abiding by the contract that he signed while the other party did not, how in the hell is it Deontay Wilder's fault that this fight has been canceled for the time being? The WBC, for once, or not for once, but is finally following a rule that they created. So hats off to the WBC for at least standing by and following the rule that they implemented back in August of 2015. Okay? And these people criticizing the WBC right now or complaining if this fight's not happening right now, they're gonna be singing a different tune if the WBC doesn't strip Canelo like they said they were gonna strip. So then they're gonna be called hypocrites. But they're not hypocrites now for bringing in VADA and adding VADA to the testing protocol for their title fights. So because they're following this rule, then they're wrong for following a rule that they created. But if they don't strip Canelo, then are they going to be right? So you can't have it both ways. If a sanctioning body creates a rule and both fighters agree to fight for that title that the sanctioning body has, then they're going to have to agree to the rules. It's as simple as that. So it's not Wilder's fault. Anyone who's saying it's Wilder's fault, I don't see how you could say it, number one. And quite frankly, you have to be a Wilder hater if you're going to blame Wilder for this fight being canceled. When it's the WBC's rules. They decided. that VADA was going to be the agency to do the drug testing for this fight. I don't know what else to say. I don't know how to explain it any further. It is what it is. So this is Povetkin's fault. He's the guy who broke the contract, not Wilder. Alright, until next time, Beeb is out. Peace. Once again, thank you all for watching. Talk to you soon.